Hello, today we're going to go over how to set up your Adwords account. So you can see here that you're actually going to get $75 in free advertising, and that can go a long ways when you're starting out. So below this video you'll see the link to this page so that you can get your $75 in free advertising. So today, I'm going to fill this information out here so that we can go forward from here, and you'll have to bear with me because I don't set up a lot of accounts constantly, so you're going to see that I kind of I'm going to fumble through this a little bit. So let me get my email. Alright, so I've gotten my email address and website, and again, if you don't have a website, you can go to blogger.com and create one, because for the $75 credit they want you to at least have a website, and then a phone number is optional, so you don't have to put that there. That's usually if you want to reset your password, they have that there. And then country is United States, so I'm going to go ahead and click submit, and it didn't take. Try that again. Okay, so it did take, and here we are at the site, at the confirmation page. So basically it's just saying it's going to give you this code, and it's a code that you have to enter in your back end when you sign up for the AdWords. So we can continue on to the sign up page, and we can click on Start Now, and this is going to take us through the actual sign up of the Google AdWords. If you already have an account, you can kind of skip a lot of this. I'll be going over in a future email, or in a future video, of how to set up the PayPerCall ads, each ad individually. Okay, so we're going through this first step. If you do have a Gmail, you can use this one right here. I'm not using a Gmail address, so it's going to probably make me create one here. So it's asking for my email password and then the CAPTCHA code. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Create Account, and the box you just saw pop up was my RoboForm. That's why I use RoboForm to keep all my passwords. It said my passwords did not match, so let's try this again. Alright, okay, finally took my username and password, and now we're going to land in the account. Now, these are the settings I want you to be very careful of, because I live in Arizona, and if you actually click your time zone, if you actually choose Arizona or Mountain Time Arizona, we don't have daylight savings time. That's one of the very few states. There's only one other state, I think, that doesn't have daylight savings time, and I think that's that maybe there's two, Alaska and Hawaii. So you want to try and pick Eastern time or Pacific time, and the reason is because a lot of the PayPerCall accounts go off of either Pacific time or Eastern Standard Time. If you're in a time zone, if you want to use the time zone that you're in, you can, feel free to, but I try and pick one either Pacific or Eastern Standard Time, as it's easy to go about changing the time zones accordingly. So you want to click US dollar, you're going to click on continue, and then I'm going to have to verify the account now, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and pause the video. Okay, so I've gone ahead and went to my email address. I actually put in the wrong email address, so I've gone ahead and gone in there, and my email address has been verified, and so that my account is now active. They want me to add a phone number in case you get locked out, so in case you forget your password. So click on here to continue, and it's going to redirect us into the campaign setup. So that is setting up your Google's AdWords account. Within a week, usually within a couple days, you're going to get your $75 coupon for getting that. Let's go through setting up the billing before we finish this, because I think that that's kind of important. Something I wish I would have changed in the beginning, but I actually didn't. So when you set up the billing, if you set it up for whatever country you're in, it's going to ask you to pay a couple different ways. In the United States, you have a credit card option. I don't know what the the options are in some of the other countries. But when you set up your profile here, you're going to fill out all this information, and then it's going to ask you for a credit card. It's going to ask you if you want to prepay or if you want to post-pay. If you have the option to do the post-pay, I would highly suggest that, because they don't charge your card until you accrue at least $50 in billing, and then once you start doing more than $50 per month, they bump that up to, I think, $250, and then all the way up to $500. So then you can accrue up to $500 in charges before they actually bill your credit card. So that helps with the cash flow in the system. Another thing that's very important is read their privacy policy, their editorial guidelines. This applies more for the AdWords and also their landing pages, but you want to make sure that you're not doing trademark infringing or anything like anything that's similar to trademark infringement. Also, their privacy policy, you want to make sure that you know the rules so that you don't lose your account by going outside of those rules. So that's setting up your campaign. Soon I'm going to post a video right below this one that will or I'll have another post that will actually talk about creating your first campaign, and we'll go through walking through setting up a whole campaign. And I'm Justin Ellenberg with PayPerCallProfit.com, and talk to you soon.